Hello there. Thank you for visiting our website and considering publishing with us. While you're making up your mind, I want to be sure that you're prepared for the journey ahead. And so, in this free guide, I'm going to be sharing with you a few elements, or you call them ingredients, that it takes to have a successful publishing journey. Quick background story. My first 19 books failed woefully. And when I mean failed woefully, I mean they failed and left me in debt. I couldn't even cover the cost of production, let alone recoup any kind of profit. And so after those 19 books failed, I had to go and start learning what it really takes to write a book that sells, and most importantly, a book that impacts and changes lives. And so here are the ingredients you would need if you're going to have a successful publishing journey. Number one, you're going to have to get a very great message. Now, what do I mean by a very great message? Now, the subject of your book has to be important. And by important, I mean it has to solve a pain or deliver a pleasure. All right. It has to solve a pain point or deliver some kind of pleasure. If you write a book just to make people feel good, the potential of the book doing well is very slim. Your book has to be geared towards solving a pain, solving a problem. Take, for example, if you're writing a book on relationships, all right, and you're focusing on the subject of how to prevent or how to rescue a marriage that is heading for the divorce court, all right, how do you rescue a marriage that is heading for the divorce court? And then on the other hand, somebody writes another book, but this book is how to enjoy your honeymoon season. Okay. Now, these two books deliver value as far as relationships and marriages are concerned. But the truth is, people would more likely put out money from their wallet or their credit card to save a dying marriage than to learn about a glorious honeymoon. All right. Just that's just the way human beings are designed. So you want to make sure that you position your message in such a way as to present it as a solution to a problem. And that means when you're writing your book, you have to have what I call a unique reader avatar. In your mind, you know who you're writing to and what's the pain point of this person that you're writing to. And based on the pain point of this person you're writing to, you position your language and position your book in such a way as to make sense to them. So first, you need a great message. Aside from a great message, you need proper packaging. Now, what do I mean by proper packaging? A good content that is poorly packaged or poorly produced will not do well in the market now. This is 2026. The world is gone past the days where you just write something nice and just paste any kind of cover on it and hope that it will do well. Your book has to be properly presented. That includes cover design, that includes choosing a catchy title, that includes proper editing and what we call it formatting, that includes making sure there are no grammatical and typographical errors. There are mistakes that the market will not pardon in 2026. So if you're going to have a great publishing journey post 2026, these are basic requirements. Remember, the market is more competitive today than it has ever been. So if you're going to get into that competitive market, you want to make sure that you have the value that the market needs up front. So you get a great message, you package or present it very well. And then number three is that you must do what we call proper marketing. I know for many Christians, there's something that I like to joke with and call hope marketing or spiritual marketing. Now, hope marketing is where you just pray and hope and expect and assume that people are going to rush your book because you have written something nice. By the way, let me quickly bust a myth that everybody needs your book. It doesn't matter how great the subject is, everybody does not need your book. That's the fact. All right. Everybody is not at the same level of desire or interest per time. Your book might indeed bless everybody, but everybody is not in a stage or position in life where they need the value that your book presents. So you, in marketing or launching your book or marketing your book, you need to define who is the ideal audience for this book. Writing for everybody is writing for nobody. Have a specific audience. By the way, fun fact, after my first 19 books failed, I targeted my 20th book to a specific audience. Guess what? It was an audience of married men who had no jobs. I'm kidding you not. Married men who either had no jobs or were struggling financially. And the reason was because the message that I had in that book was geared towards helping these men turn their knowledge, their experience, their skills, and their passions into a source of income or livelihood. Okay, so I was specific about who I was going to write to. I couldn't write that book for a CEO. I couldn't write that book for an accomplished lawyer or an accomplished engineer. They wouldn't find, not like they won't find value in the book, but they would not enjoy the content like the people that I targeted it to. So have a target in your marketing that is unique. Be specific who you are marketing to. And don't make the mistake that many authors make. They think that the best time to market a book is when the book is ready. Now, let me tell you a secret. If you wait till your book is ready to start marketing the book, you came too late. Literally, you came too late. The marketing of your book begins the moment the idea to write the book comes. From the moment you have the idea that you're going to write a book, you ought to start subtly but intentionally marketing that book. And all of this put together is what we can help you do at LaSalle Publishing. So what we do at LaSalle Publishing is help authors, pastors, influencers and thought leaders to package their body of knowledge in such a way that represents them well, while of course delivering value optimally to a market that is in need of what they have written. I believe that you have a message to share. I believe that you have a message that is valuable and that is needed in the marketplace. Somebody is unable to sleep tonight because they lack the information that your book delivers. And so what we do for you is to create that bonding between you and that person who needs the message that your book brings to the table. And so on this note, I'm going to ask you, book a strategy call with us and let's get you started on your book. Now, remember, your book doesn't have to be perfect before you come to us. In fact, if you come to me with a perfect book, you have made my job easy. You literally just give me your money, because my job is to help you put that book in such a perfect way that you would not even be able to tell this was the original manuscript you sent us. We are anointed and trained to help you package your thoughts in such a way that delivers value to your readers and also build your platform. So chat with us today, call today, book that session, and let's get you prepared for your first or your next publishing project. I'm looking forward to helping you turn that message and that dream into a reality in a matter of weeks. God bless you and speak soon. Bye-bye.